biographer Dale Pollock once wrote that George had a secret weapon in Marcia. Most admirers of the cinema of George Lucas are aware that he was previously married and that his wife worked in the film industry and edited nearly all of Lucas's early films before their 1983 divorce. But few are aware of the implications her presence brought and the transformations her departure allowed. She was, in many ways, more than just the supportive wife. She was also a logistical and creative partner, and the only person Lucas could totally confide in during his early career. Today, she has been practically erased from the history books at Lucasfilm. In Jonathan Rensler's Making of Star Wars, an authoritative, company-approved volume, she is mentioned only occasionally in passing, a silent extra, absent from any photographs. Other documentaries and books from Lucasfilm fare not much better. Marcia Lucas, the other Lucas, has basically become the forgotten Lucas. Nonetheless, Marcia played a role in the shaping of Lucas's scripts and was an instrumental force behind their final form in the editorial stage, where she often cut the pictures herself. But more than that, she had a prolific and successful career of her own as an editor, and she was a key secondary figure in the New Hollywood movement of the 1970s. In fact, the only Oscar the Lucases ever earned was hers, for editing Star Wars. Early life. Marcia Lou Griffin was born in 1945, making her a year younger than George Lucas. Her date of birth is not quite as significant as the location, Modesto, California. The sleepy town, which was home to about 20,000 people at that time, also had the closest hospital to Stockton Air Force, where Marcia's father was stationed. And so, as if they were joined by fate, Marcia was born in the far-flung town where Lucas himself lived. Marcia's father was a career military man, and his relationship with Marcia's mother, May, was off and on, but they finally divorced when Marcia was 2. We had a lot of love and a very supportive family, but economically it was very hard on my mother, Marcia recollected. A boyfriend of the teenage Marcia Griffin worked for a Hollywood museum and wanted to hire her as a librarian there. Unfortunately, librarians had to apply to the California State Employment Office to work, and so she was instead sent to the Sandler Film Library, which was looking for an apprentice film librarian without any experience. It only paid $50 a week, but she took it anyway. "That's how I started working in film," she said. "I just walked in off the street." Verna Fields, one of the most respected editors in the industry, had a job for Marcia in 1967. Fields often did business with Hollywood film libraries and asked Sandler Films for an assistant editor to help on a documentary she was putting together.